After the ball, when Jane and Elizabeth were finally alone, Jane couldn't hold it in anymore. She had been polite before, but now she openly admitted how much she admired Mr. Bingley. She said he was exactly how a young man should be: smart, cheerful, full of life. And honestly, his manners were effortless. No fake politeness, just natural charm. Elizabeth smiled and said, "Yeah, and let's not forget, he's handsome too. That kind of completes the package, right?" Jane then admitted something else. She was really flattered that he asked her to dance a second time. She honestly didn't see it coming. Elizabeth laughed and told her that this was the difference between them. Compliments always shocked Jane, but never her. To Elizabeth, it was obvious. Any guy with eyes could see Jane was way prettier than anyone else in the room. No big achievement there. She agreed Bingley was a nice guy and gave Jane full permission to like him. After all, Jane had liked far worse men before. Jane protested, but Elizabeth continued. She pointed out that Jane had this habit of liking everyone. In Jane's world, nobody had flaws. Everyone was good, everyone was pleasant. Jane calmly replied that she just didn't like judging people too quickly. She always said what she truly thought. Elizabeth shook her head in disbelief. Jane was honest without showing off about it. She always focused on the good in people and ignored the bad. And honestly, that was rare. Then Elizabeth asked about Bingley's sisters. Jane admitted they didn't seem very friendly at first, but once you talked to them, they were actually quite pleasant. She believed Miss Bingley would make a charming neighbor. Elizabeth stayed quiet. She wasn't convinced at all. From her point of view, the sisters were proud and full of themselves. Yes, they were rich. Yes, they were educated, but they clearly thought too highly of themselves and too little of everyone else. Bingley, on the other hand, was different. He was rich, really rich, but easygoing. He rented Netherfield without much thinking, simply because he liked it. That was just his style. Now, Darcy was another story. Bingley trusted Darcy's judgment completely, even though their personalities couldn't be more different. Bingley was friendly and warm. Darcy was sharp, reserved, and honestly, kind of intimidating. People liked Bingley instantly. Darcy, he offended people without even trying. After the ball, Bingley couldn't stop talking about how amazing everyone was. He thought the girls were pretty and the people were lovely. Jane, to him, was basically an angel. Darcy felt the opposite. He thought the crowd lacked class and beauty. Jane was pretty, sure, but she smiled too much. Still, the sisters agreed Jane was sweet, and that was enough for Bingley to admire her openly. Soon, the Lucases came over to discuss the ball, because obviously that had to happen. Mrs. Bennet proudly pointed out that Mr. Bingley had chosen Charlotte Lucas first. Charlotte casually replied that he seemed to like Jane better. Then came gossip. Someone overheard Bingley clearly calling Jane the prettiest girl in the room. That got everyone talking. Darcy, meanwhile, had managed to offend Elizabeth earlier by calling her tolerable. Elizabeth didn't care. She actually felt lucky not to be liked by such an unpleasant man. Later, during another gathering, something interesting happened. Darcy started paying attention to Elizabeth. At first, he barely noticed her. Then he criticized her. Then, without realizing it, he began to admire her. Her eyes, her expression, her playful manners. He didn't like admitting it, but he was hooked. Elizabeth had no clue. To her, Darcy was still that rude guy who refused to dance. During music and dancing, Elizabeth sang. She wasn't perfect, but people enjoyed it. Mary tried too hard and bored everyone. Darcy stood there silently judging the chaos. Sir William Lucas tried to drag him into polite conversation and even tried to force him to dance with Elizabeth. Elizabeth shut that down immediately. Firm, clear, no hesitation. Darcy wasn't offended. If anything, he liked her more. Then Miss Bingley teased him, guessing he was annoyed by the company. Darcy corrected her. His thoughts weren't annoyed at all. They were focused on one thing: Elizabeth Bennet. Miss Bingley was shocked. She instantly jumped to marriage jokes. Darcy stayed calm and unmoved. He didn't care about her teasing. His interest was real now and growing.